He found me. I don't have much time. Ethan trusted you.
That's me, Ethan Thomas. Drunk, tired, and pissed off. Why? Because this damn city's too fucking blind to see what's killing them. But I can. I've seen the unspeakable. It's out there. I have a feeling we're about to get better acquainted.
Hey, this is Dylan at GameCollision.com, here to bring you the video review for Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Condemned Criminal Origins came out in 2005 as a launch title for the Xbox 360, and now the sequel is here to offer even more violence and psychopathic hobos than before.
Ready to have some fun?
You take the role of Ethan Thomas, a former Special Crimes Unit investigator turned alcoholic. Right away, you'll find that he's spending his time off in bars, getting drunk, and starting fights. After a major incident at the beginning of the game, you're called back into action to find a missing man named Van Horn.
Van Horn? What are you... Oh!
You'll soon find that his disappearance is the work of a serial killer named SKX.
Or the fingers you left me will wrap around your neck.
You'll have to battle your way through enraged drug addicts, trained mercenaries, and some other mysterious creatures. The visuals in the game are simply stunning, and the graphics are some of the best we've seen in a while. The textures are nice, and quite varied. The lighting is amazing and does a great job of creating an eerie tone for each of the many different environments. The character models are pretty good, and there's a wide variety of different enemies that will constantly keep things interesting. The frame rate is okay, but it does tend to slow down when the action picks up. I didn't feel that this detracted from the experience at all, though. The gameplay in Bloodshot is somewhat similar to the original Condemned. Monolith did change the combat around, though, and the forensics have been completely overhauled. The combat now feels more diverse, and more opportunities for combos and environmental kills are now available. Each trigger corresponds to the left and right arm of Ethan, and pressing either one will throw a punch or swing a weapon. And pressing both will block. Clicking in the right analog stick will cause you to kick. There are also combos in the game that you can activate by pressing the attack buttons in a different order. The game focuses on melee combat with all sorts of different weapons you can take from the environment, such as bowling balls, hammers, pipes, 2x4s, lots of different things. There's a huge variety of weapons to be found, and all of them are quite satisfying to use. Guns play a bit of a bigger role than in the previous game, but they still take a backseat to the melee combat as ammo is scarce. The forensics are more hands-on, and you will now be required to actually investigate the crime scenes.
Got it. Okay, there's some useful information here.
The AI in the game is pretty good. Enemies will retreat from a fight and hide from you, only to pop out of an attack at the opportune moment. The story mode in Bloodshot clocks in at about 10 to 12 hours, which is quite long by today's standards. On top of that, there is additional content which includes an arena-like Fight Club mode where you can compete in different challenges or just test out the game's various weapons on the unlucky enemies. There's also an online component which features your standard deathmatch and team deathmatch. These modes aren't very compelling and you'll likely lose interest quickly.
Oh shit.
There is one mode called Crime Scenes that stands out from the rest. It pits SCU agents against the single-player enemies, also known as the Influenced, against each other. The SCU agents are trying to scan decapitated heads in coolers while the Influenced are trying to prevent that. It's fun and you'll likely play it for quite a while. Overall, Condemned 2 is a major improvement over the first. Its combat is much deeper, and the forensics allow you to get much more involved. The story will keep you enticed, and the game is bound to deliver scares. I recommend that you give the game a try. I give Condemned 2 Bloodshot an 8.6 out of 10. Check out GameCollision.com for the full written review.